everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Toby. Before we get started with today's video, I thought I'd just do a quick introduction into who I am and what the channel is all about. So I'm Toby, Peterborough United fan for a good 11 years now, and this channel is all dedicated to the Posh this season as they battle the Championship. After 8 seasons in League One, Posh are finally back in the second tier of English football. It will be an exciting season as we play some big teams in this division, and it will be interesting to see how Posh get on. So join me as I'll be doing previews of each game to see how Posh can fare against their Championship rivals, and doing some home vlogs of all the matches at the Western Home Stadium. So let's crack on with the first game of the new season for Peterborough United. It's away to Kenilworth Road, home of Luton Town. So now the introductions are all out of the way about my channel, let's get on to the opposition for Posh's first game of the new Championship season. So we travelled to Kenilworth Road, home of Luton Town. Last season they finished 12th in the Championship, which is very impressive considering they're not the biggest club in this division, but they have got a good squad of players, so it's not surprising that they finished so well in the season just gone. They've got Nathan Jones at the helm, and they've got some good players in Danny Hilton, Harry Cornick and Luke Berry in their side. It's going to be an interesting one. I think Luton are a very good team. They will pose a threat for Posh in this game, and yeah, it will be interesting to see how they get on. So that's Luton out of the way. Let's look at the Posh. So let's talk about Peterborough United. So Posh finished second in League One last season, which is fantastic considering they've been in League One for 8 years after getting relegated from the Championship in 2013, losing to Crystal Palace. It was heartbreaking at the time, but Posh fans have had ups and downs. We've been in the playoffs, we've been in around the playoffs the last 8 years, and finally during the last 18 months, which has been very difficult for a lot of people, Posh finally got promotion to the Championship once again. It will be an interesting season to see how Posh get on. I think they'll do well. They're a good side. They've got good players, and I think in terms of a current squad, we've done some good transfer business. Josh Knight, George Grant, Jack Marriott coming in. We've got a youngster from Colchester just come in, and late last night we also signed a player from Exeter. I think his name's Joel Randall, so a very exciting young player to come into the door at London Road. It will be interesting for Posh. They've got, I say, a good squad of players already. Johnson, Clark-Harris, Dembele, who possibly might be leaving the club, but we'll see what happens. You've got the likes of Jack Taylor, Sammy Schmodix and others. So it will be an interesting season for Posh. But yeah, hopefully they can get on, and we'll see what happens. So that's Posh and Luton in terms of who they are and how they did last season. Let's look at the upcoming game then for this weekend as Posh take on Luton. So let's get on to the game that we're all talking about. So Luton versus Peterborough. It will be a very difficult game, I think, for both sides. It's going to be a tight contest as both sides like to attack, and they're very good defensively, especially if you look at Posh last season, and a very solid defence, which is something we have seemed to struggle with last few years, but last year was very good, and we do score a lot of goals, as do Luton, considering they finished 12th. So it will be a tight affair. I think it will be a draw, if I'm honest. I don't think there'll be a winner in this one. I think it'll be a 2-2 draw. Possibly Danny Hilton and Luke Berry to score for Luton, and Sammy Schmodix and Clark-Harris to score for the Posh. As I said, it'll be exciting. I think it'll be not one for the history books for sure, but a good opening contest for both sides to see how they get on. So yeah, that's the match prediction out of the way. Let's see how we get on. Well, I'm now going to go through how I think Posh and Luton will fare this season, and I predict where they'll finish at the end of this campaign. So let's go through the season predictions for the upcoming campaign. So let's get the opposition out of the way. So Luton Town got a great manager in Nathan Jones. He's proved himself at this level, considering they finished 12th last season, as I mentioned before. Got a good squad of players, exciting side to watch. They play good football, the sort of football I like to watch, attacking football. They don't sit back and let teams attack them. They go at teams, which is good. I think in terms of prediction for the upcoming season, I'd probably say 14th. I think they did very well to get 12th last year, but I think 14th is a good position for Luton Town in terms of their squad, and their budget might not be as big as other clubs, but they've got a good manager, good players, and I think they'll have a solid season in the Championship. So let's turn our attention to my team then. So Peterborough United, how will they get on? It will be interesting. Posh have been in League One for 8 years. They've not really done much in terms of last couple of years pushing for the top positions in that division. Obviously last season we did phenomenally well with a great squad of players and come second and got automatic promotion. This season will be tough though, because you're playing some highly experienced teams. You'll be playing some brilliant players in this division, but we've got a good squad. We've got a good exciting squad. We've got Darren Ferguson at the helm, who's done very well and again proven himself at Posh over recent years. So yeah, it'll be interesting. I think Posh will scrape relegation, if I'm honest. I don't think they will go straight down like people are predicting. I think they'll possibly get 20th or 21st, so I'm going to go for 20th this season. I think Posh will have a solid campaign. They'll get some good wins at home. Might struggle away possibly, but yeah, I think home form is key this season for Posh if they want to progress and become a stable Championship team. So yeah, that's my predictions for the upcoming season for both Luton and Posh. So that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. It will be exciting, this game this weekend, and we'll see how Posh get on against Luton Town. We'll be doing a match review once the game has finished to go over all your key action from this weekend, and we'll also be looking at some of the results as well from the Championship, as this channel is not just dedicated to Posh. It will be also looking at teams in and around the Championship and the EFL. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel for all the latest content, and I'll see you very soon.